everybody! How are you doing today? I'm Andressa, your online teacher for Shake It Up. Today's lesson is most and best. Let's talk about the most and the best things in your life. Let's get started. Who is the greatest pop singer? Pop singers arrived in the music scene and soon achieved to great fame and left an unmatched legacy in music. Pop singers are part of pop music or popular music and sing in different genres like country, dance, and most importantly, rock and roll. Pop singers have absorbed from various forms of music and have made this genre a cocktail of sorts, including jazz, rock, hip-hop. Then think about that and answer me. Who is the greatest pop singer? Here are some examples. For me, the greatest pop singer is Michael Jackson because he is the king of pop music. For me, the greatest pop singer is Lady Gaga because she's an incredible artist. For me, the greatest pop singer is Bruno Mars because he has a unique personality and style. What about you? Who is the greatest pop singer in your opinion? Who was the greatest leader in the past? Leadership has been defined as a process through which a person influences and motivates others to get involved in accomplishment of a particular task. All great leaders have something unique about them, and yet they were bound by greatness that helped them to lead masses to innovation and new ideologies. So for you, who was the greatest leader in the past? Here are some examples. For me, the greatest leader was Abraham Lincoln because he ended slavery in the US. For me, the greatest leader was Mahatma Gandhi because he was resilient against violence and a great leader by example. For me, the greatest leader was Nelson Mandela because he was the first South African president elected in fully democratic elections. And for you, who was the greatest leader in the past in your opinion? Who is the greatest karate master? The world of karate is no exception. Over the years, many famous karate masters have worked tirelessly to keep the discipline active and involved, and left behind great deeds of heroism and exemplary lives that can inspire people to this day. Then answer me. Who is the greatest karate master? Let me give you some examples. For me, the greatest karate master is Mas Oyama because he wrote the book What is Karate?, which is considered by many as the Bible of karate. For me, the greatest karate master is Matsumura Sokon because he was the first master of Shotokan Karate to reach the 9th Dan belt level in his discipline while he was still alive. And for you, who is the greatest karate master? What restaurant has the most delicious food you have ever eaten? There are so many amazing places to eat all around the world, from breakfast to dinner to brunch. Even thinking about food around the world makes my mouth water. So I want to know at what restaurant you've eaten. Tell me, what restaurant has the most delicious food you have ever eaten? Here are some examples. For me, it's the Gusta Pizza in Florence, Italy. The pizza is made in front of you after you order it, and quite literally melts in your mouth. For me, it's Dos Tacos in Mexico. They have the best chimichanga I have ever eaten. And for you, what restaurant has the most delicious food you have ever eaten? Who is the greatest boxer? Boxing is one of the most historic and famous sports of all time. Boxing is a combat sport in which two people engage in a contest of strength, speed, reflexes, endurance, and will by throwing punches with gloved hands against each other. Then, who is the greatest boxer for you? Here are some examples. For me, is Muhammad Ali because he had only 5 losses in his career. For me is Mike Tyson because he was considered an unbeatable boxer. For me is Julio Cesar Chavez because he had a record of 10 years without even a single loss. And for you, who is the greatest boxer of all time? What is the most visited place in your country? There are many places in the world we all want to see it. Some places are more famous than others, but they all have something special to see. Then, what is the most visited place in your country? Here are some examples. Times Square in New York, USA, is the most visited place in my country. Cristo Redentor in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, is the most visited place in my country. Eiffel Tower in Paris, France, is the most visited place in my country. What about your country? What is the most visited place in your country? What is the most disgusting food in your country? Disgust is not just a solitary aspect of food. Some might be very sensitive to strong smells, often caused by bacteria such as in fermentation, washed rind cheese, and other preserved foods. For others, a nasty food needs to have a bad taste. For some, the texture of a food is what evokes disgust. Thinking about those things, what is the most disgusting food in your country? Let me give you some examples. For me, the most disgusting food in my country, Peru, is the frog juice. For me, the most disgusting food in my country, Mongolia, is the sheep eyeball juice. For me, the most disgusting food in my country, Korea, is the sliced octopus. And for you, what is the most disgusting food in your country? What is the best way to learn a new language? Learning a new language is challenging, frustrating, and sometimes just downright difficult. And figuring out the best way to learn a language? That seems nearly impossible. Different science theories and learning styles are all over the place. And truthfully, some languages are easier to learn than others. But in your opinion, what is the best way to learn a new language? Here are some examples. For me, making new friends is the best way to learn a new language because you practice with them. For me, watching movies and listening to music is the best way to learn a new language. For me, going abroad is the best way to learn a new language. And for you, what is the best way to learn a new language? What is the best exercise to lose weight? Aside from dieting, exercising is one of the most common strategies employed by those trying to shed extra pounds. It burns calories, and this plays a key role in weight loss. But what is the best exercise to lose weight? Here are some examples. For me, the best exercise to lose weight is running or jogging. For me, the best exercise to lose weight is cycling. For me, the best exercise to lose weight is swimming. And for you, what is the best exercise to lose weight? What is the best way to fall asleep as fast as possible? Good sleep is incredibly important. It helps you feel good and makes your body and brain function properly. Some people have no problem falling asleep. However, many others have severe difficulty falling asleep and staying asleep through the night. Then, what is the best way to fall asleep as fast as possible? Here are some examples. For me, meditating is the best way to fall asleep as fast as possible. For me, listening to music is the best way to fall asleep as fast as possible. And for you, what is the best way to fall asleep as fast as possible? This is the end of this video lesson. Well, it was so nice to talk about the best and most things in your life. Thank you for watching this video and learning with Mango Eye. I'm Andressa, and I will see you on our next lesson. Bye guys!